ideas I'm going to share are a collective endeavor. It has been an adventure beginning 20 years ago in Paris in the team of Yves Clos, and which I joined 15 years ago already. And it even began a long time before with, as I said this morning briefly, the works of French-speaking ergonomics who were also working with the concept of activity. And, well, the two questions I have now, I don't know what I will be able to explain, but I would like to just raise two questions. The first is, Vygotsky has been working mostly with children. Well, he was concerned with children. His work is with all kinds of children. And, but nothing in his theory opposes the fact that development is going all lifelong. So what kind of development can we have for adults, old people? That's one of the questions which have been important for us in these last years. And especially if you look at adults, one of the fields where adults are sometimes able to develop and sometimes not, is the field of work. So this is what we have been most busy with. And second question is related to ethics. Well, we have had a lot of problems and some solutions so far. Conceptual problems, methodological problems. And I would like to add one problem which is, I think, strongly related to our tradition, Vygotsky's tradition of historical cultural psychology, which is the ethical problem. I mean, the kind of relation we, as researchers, have with our topics of research and with society in general. And I think that for me, the cornerstone, really the most, I love Vygotsky's concept, but I love even more the fact that for him, the cornerstone of psychology and of theory was practice. And this connection, this very strong connection with theory and practice is what still impresses me a lot when I'm lucky enough to come and visit my Russian colleagues. I've been so impressed with not only the practical achievements, but the practical experimentations that I've been just witnessing with like some, just grasping some practical experimentations. So in the field of work, we also have been trying to do practical experimentations, which I also call collaborative research. And I must add that if the adventure is collective, the mistakes are mine. And, well, the question is that if you want to work on the development of adults, in order to analyze it, we take Vygotskian principle that in order to analyze development, the better way is to provoke development, to create situations in which you are able to observe development. And that the best way to allow for some sort of development is to change the social situations, the social relations of the people. To create opportunities for development. So I'm not going to be able to enter in long explanations on the set of theoretical concepts we are using, but one of the main concepts be with activity, which we use as a unit of analysis, a very unit, it's the basic unit of analysis, is the concept of power to act, which was developed by, which was taken by Yves Clos and his team from Spinoza's work. So it's what we try to do as researchers, and it connects development with ethics, is trying to support the development of the power to act of the subjects in the situation. and to begin with in the professional situation. And to do that, we developed methodologies. So I think that we try to have a consistency between concepts and methodology and methods. And these methods, this methodology is bringing together ideas of Vygotsky and dialogism in complex ways, which I won't be able to present now. I just want to present a short, very short part of a movie, some images we did with the professionals in a specific situation. It's using the method of cross-self-confrontations, which some of you are very familiar with, Georgie, and which was developed by Yves Kloetzer and his team. And it's a long process, but yes, 2 minutes. Well, but to put it in short, in a nut, you have a team of researchers which is going to company or whatever. In this case, is a home for deficient adults and Alzheimer patients. And we here are going to see the professionals and also the direction. And we are building 2 groups of volunteers for professionals and of all the people from the direction. And then we are working with this group of professionals who are volunteers to analyze their activity in details using some principles inspired by Vygotsky and also by dialogism. In this process, we select some activities, we analyze them with the professionals, we discuss them with them individually and then collectively. We rediscuss all this in the collective. We produce movies. These movies are presented by these people to these people. The whole goal of this being to support reflexivity of professionals and then their power to act on the situation. Thank you very much, Laura. Can I just show the 1 minute?
Yes.
Then maybe I need help to show that.
I'll help you. Wake up.
So these images, they are done with, of course, the full agreement of the professionals. It's a very small snapshot, it's a very long process. This takes 2 years. Wow. So, and the part here is just 1 minute, 30 seconds.
Ça y est, j'ai fini. C'est fini. Je vais vous essuyer maintenant. Allez-y, levez pied, parfait. Vous me donnez l'autre? Quand je regarde la squelette, voilà, c'est ce que...
There's some thinking here. They are thinking by looking at their own images, but also at the images of their colleagues.
And then they are discussing what they see with our help. It's a whole clinical framework. Just show you 10 more seconds, but
J'aimerais faire tous les jours, parce que pour aujourd'hui, pour les filles aussi, c'est ce que je dis les jours. De toute façon, ils sont conscients à la direction. Mais dans nos formations, on nous dit tellement une prise en charge dans son intégralité. Enfin, intégralité pour moi, ça veut dire des pieds.
So it's not only intellectual, you agree, there are some strong affective elements in this situation. And what is also happening is that the researchers are bringing a kind of genre of dialogue which the professionals internalize, appropriate, transform, and which we also use to transform the way these professionals are discussing with their direction. So that's through this dialogical process that we hope to support the development of the power to act of the professionals and their own development as human beings. Thank you. More explanation during
Special thanks to Professor Buchova and Professor Elko.